Hey everybody. Obviously, we're going live for this video for a little bit. It's not going to be that long of a video. It's pretty much, you know, um, geared towards not actually being live, and it's just a video, but I wanted people to have the opportunity to get in here and watch if they're here for live. So that is just something that I wanted to do. And there's a couple of things I want to talk about before we get into it. So the plan was just to go live here. If anyone jumps in, they might have questions. If not, once the video posts to YouTube, then you can comment in the comment section. We can try to answer it. So hopefully that finds you doing well. A couple things with NFL. We've got the lineups up. We had the Thursday through Monday lineups up. We hit on Edelman. We hit on Sony Michel. So we're doing pretty good there. I really liked I like the product that we had yesterday. With baseball, like I've said, if you've watched the videos, pretty much the rest of the way we're going to be going GPP only. And that, I think, has been announced. I mean, that was announced, so hopefully everyone is paying attention to that and kind of understands that. With football, we've got, FanDuel and DraftKings and stuff like that. So if this is the first time you've ever been here, I want to thank everyone for coming. If you have not, please be a subscriber. It would be very helpful if you subscribed. So I've got a couple things to go over before we get into the video. And with people coming in, what this video is going to be is I'm still going to go live on this weekend. I wanted to go live today just to give you guys an opportunity because I mentioned I'd like to go live more. But what this video will be is I'm going to give you guys the top 15 teams that give up the most amount of points per position. So that means the top 15 teams to target against. Now, in no means do these all make sense to make as plays. I just want to give you the stats. And this will be, I'm working on it. It will be a free tool on the website. I have to build another page, though. I'm looking to see where I can build the other page. Trying to figure that out. I'm looking at possibly doing an NFL page, an MLB page, an NBA page, just with articles and stuff. But everything already goes into analysis. But what this page will be is hopefully it's a sortable chart. I'm not too keen on figuring out how to do that. I got to make sure nothing messes up with it. But this will be, I wanted to do this video for you guys. It's probably not going to be that long of a video. It's not going to be like a 45-minute video where it normally is when we're live. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up there. For the people that are currently here live in the chat, can you guys hear me? Is the mic good? I will answer a couple questions, but definitely make sure to check out all of our articles because that is where I will be putting out most of the stuff. Should be Saturday, Sunday as well. I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I'm going to go live Sunday or if I'm going to go live tomorrow to help you guys out for Sunday. Just because since with baseball, there's really no reason for me to go live with baseball. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys a heads up for people that are just joining. This might go pretty quick. I'm not 100% sure how fast I'll go through this. Obviously, you can rewind it to listen, but thank you guys. Thank you. You're welcome, Sandy. Okay, Tylen, Brandon. I don't know about Ryan. I don't know what you mean. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up. So as you've known for the past couple of videos, I've started Twitch. So twitch.tv/dailyrotohelp. Here's the interesting thing I'm going to do. So on my way to getting partner and be able to get subs and stuff like that, I need 50 followers. I'm currently at 26 followers. What I'm going to do is every single person that follows me on Twitch, once we hit 50, I'm going to put all those names in random.org, and the winner will be able to choose whether or not they want a season pass to the NFL or a season pass to the NBA. So I'm going to offer that to you. Or technically, if you want the MLB season pass for 2019, you can, but you won't be able to use it, obviously, until March. It won't include the playoffs here. So what I need you to do is head over to twitch.tv/dailyrotohelp. Give us a follow over there. I need to hit 50 followers. So just help me out there, guys. That hopefully will help you. So, and like I said, once we hit 50 followers, everyone will be put into random.org and there'll be one winner. I'll randomize it 10 times. And on the 10th time, that winner will receive their choice if they want the rest of the NFL season, which will go through the Super Bowl, or if they want the entire NBA season, which will go from October 17th-ish till June. So go to twitch.tv/dailyrotohelp. I can even link you in here. Also, follow us everything on all social media and everything like that. If you're here live and you're not already a subscriber to Daily Roto Help or just our YouTube page, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification. So without further ado, I'm going to get into this. So the points allowed per position. Now, I have the chart on Google Drive, and I'm going to try to got to go try and get it all set up, but it's going to be free. It's going to be a lot of free tools. That's what we do. We give a lot of free information away. We do have premium content, but I wanted to give you guys the option for free stuff as well, because I don't want you to go anywhere else. I want you to come to Daily Roto Help for your one-stop shop. But looking at it, there are a couple teams on bye here, and that might play a sense. So I want to look at this. So looking at just these are going to be the points allowed fantasy. I should do this. Fantasy points allowed. So these are fantasy points allowed. These are the teams you should be targeting against. So number 1 is Tampa Bay, but they're on bye, so we don't have to worry about them. Number 2 is Pittsburgh, and then we're going to go over quarterbacks first. So what that means is Matt Ryan against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has given up the second most fantasy points to quarterbacks. Matt Ryan's thrown a ton. They only have a 1-3 record to show for it, but Matt Ryan is getting a ton of yards, a ton of fantasy points. So Matt Ryan is right there, pretty much number 1. Really like looking at that. New Orleans is number 2. So you want to be targeting. Now, you don't necessarily, I'm giving you this option. So we're going to go over a bunch of other stuff in other videos, but these are plays that make sense. But then when you get to some of the teams with the wide receivers, it doesn't make any sense. And we'll kind of go over that real quick. I will answer a couple of questions, but I'm really just doing this video and wanted to give you guys the opportunity to see us live if you've never seen it before and you are a subscriber. So anyone who just came in, Tylen, don't have a Twitch account. Is it worth making one? It's super. I mean, I believe you can just sign up with your Facebook account. I don't remember. It's really easy to sign up. All I need is a follower. And then if we help you out, Tylen, you can subscribe. Once I get the 50 subscribers and I get what I need, you can subscribe to my Twitch channel using Amazon Prime if you have it. It's free. I get the subscription money, and it's free for you. You don't have to donate anything. But yeah, I mean, it would help me out. I'm still going to go live here, but it would really help me out there as well. So T-Hody, once I get to the running backs, we'll talk about that. So looking at points allowed per quarterback, like I said, you want to target against Pittsburgh. So this week, look at Matt Ryan. The second one is New Orleans. So Alex Smith doesn't make a bad option. The third one is Atlanta, Ben Roethlisberger. I really like Ben Roethlisberger here. Plus, he plays better at home. So looking at that, I really like him. Number 5 is Cincinnati, so you can target Ryan Tannehill. I don't know how much you want to target Ryan Tannehill. Not all of these will make sense. I'm just going over exactly what it sounds like. So these, through the first 4 weeks of the season, these are the teams per points given up, fantasy points, you should be looking at. Number 6 comes in KC defense. They used to be really good. They're iffy. Blake Bortles is an option this week. The 49ers come in number 7, so Josh Rosen is the quarterback you could look at. Number 8 is Minnesota, Carson Wentz. Number 9 is the Chargers, so you could be looking at Derek Carr. 10 is Houston, so Dak Prescott. 11 is Philly, so look at Kirk Cousins. Number 12 is Buffalo. Marcus Mariota is going against them. Number 13 is Carolina, Eli Manning. This one doesn't make any sense to me because Eli looked absolutely terrible against the Saints this weekend. You can't blame it on the O-line. I saw tape on him, and the O-line was up here, and there was like 10 feet in between him, and he still was rushing passes or overthrowing and acting like he was getting pressured. He was not getting pressured. Eli's 37 or 38. It's probably going to hang it up soon. Number 14 team, Oakland. So you could be looking at Phillip Rivers. I still think he makes a better option than 14 overall. So these are going to be, and number 15 is Denver. So Deshaun Watson. So these are in the top 15 at each position, which to target against. That's just one aspect. I'm not saying number 1, Matt Ryan, go him, no one else. I'm just giving you the option, showing you that this week, Pittsburgh has given up the most amount of fantasy points to the quarterback through the first 4 weeks. So those make sense. Some don't. Like Phillip Rivers is going to throw probably 400 yards. So just because Oakland gave up X amount, he still is the one who will sling it 45, 50 times. That's something you have to monitor and look at. So that's another thing. Looking at the running back situation, Arizona has actually given up the most amount of fantasy points to running backs to start the season. That brings into question Breida and Morris. Still, those aren't the best. I don't like those the best, but if you want to play narrative street, you want to look at the teams that have given up the most amount of fantasy points to running backs so far, Arizona. So Breida or Morris. Breida is questionable, though, so just FYI. KC is the second largest one since, Fournette is already out. TJ Yeldon, Corey Grant make options here. And number 3 is Detroit. They're facing so if you're trying to target Detroit, you're looking at Green Bay running backs, which the thing is, it's a mess right now. I mean, Aaron Jones, he's there. Ty Montgomery is there and Jamal Williams. If I were looking at them, I would try to decide between Aaron Jones and Montgomery. The thing is, Montgomery's technically a wide receiver playing running back, so he can catch passes as well. Number 4, Miami, Mixon and Bernard. It looks like Mixon will be back. That might limit Bernard a little bit, so kind of pay attention there. Atlanta, James Conner. There's really nobody else. But if you've looked at his numbers, he's actually declined every single week. So that is something to definitely monitor. Number 6, New York Giants are giving up a ton of fantasy points to running backs. McCaffrey here, but I absolutely love McCaffrey. I would say he's probably like the number 3 quarterback on the slate without looking at the other videos that we will put out. McCaffrey makes a really good option. He both runs and he's trying to break the record for passes to a running back. He's a stud, absolute stud. Number 7 is Tampa Bay, but they are on a bye. Number 8 is Buffalo, so you could be looking at Derrick Henry or Dion Lewis. I don't really like those two options. Derrick Henry really hasn't done anything this season. Neither has Lewis. Number 9 team to target against is San Francisco, so that's David Johnson this week. David Johnson really hasn't done anything this season yet. He really hasn't gotten the money that he just signed a contract for. He hasn't shown why he got the contract. Number 10 team is Oakland. So if you're looking, you could be looking at Melvin Gordon or you could be looking at Austin Eckler. Both of them had touchdowns last week. I believe we had Eckler in one of our lineups. He had a touchdown, a passing touchdown. Number 11 is Cleveland. So you could be looking at Alex Collins or Buck Allen. I don't know. For some reason, they're not giving the ball to Alex Collins as much as they should, as big of a stud as he is. So that's something to monitor too. Number 12 is to target Cincinnati, which brings us Miami, which is Kenyon Drake and Frank Gore. I don't know what Adam Gase is doing, but he's not giving the ball to Kenyon much at all. Kenyon's been a lot of people have been DMing me on Twitter asking, should I drop Kenyon? I said, give it this week. Got to see. He's got a good option. If they're going to give them the ball, he's going to get you points, but they're just not giving him the ball enough. I mean, he's doing what he can when he gets it, but he just doesn't get it enough. Denver, you want to target the Jets, so Isaiah Crowell or Bilal Powell. That's iffy. Number 14, Houston, Zeke. Zeke's questionable, but I really don't think he's going to miss. I think he'll play. And then the number 15, the Jets, Royce Freeman or Phillip Lindsay. Royce Freeman, I believe, is the more athletic running back of the two, but they both have great options. So Connor and DJ will be my running backs. My question is, do you think it's smart to use another heavy usage running back like Yeldon? I would say yes. I'm just scared about DJ right now. Main lineup is Goff, Aaron Jones, Gordon, Jeffrey, Boyd, Marvin Jones, McDonald, Cooks, FanDuel Cash. I don't mind it. Now, Nick, I'm still going to go live and go over your lineups and your questions on Sunday. This is kind of just a video to give another video. I almost didn't even go live. I almost just posted the video or recorded it and posted it to YouTube itself. But I will, on Saturday, I will go over, or I plan on going Sunday. If not, I will tweet out if we're going to change our time or change the day that we go live. If I do, you have to follow us on Twitter. It's at Fantasy Advice 22. It should be everywhere. You should be able to see it. So at Fantasy Advice 22 is the Twitter. So if anything changes, I will tweet it out. That is the best way to get the news. If you do not have Twitter and you play DFS, you're probably doing it wrong. And I apologize if you can hear the dogs outside. They are outside. So the dogs are barking. So moving to wide receiver, I actually write all this stuff down. Like this helps me remember it a lot better. So wide receivers, teams to target against New Orleans, number 1, giving up the most amount of fantasy points, 2 wide receivers. So I'm looking at Jamison Crowder or Paul Richardson. Number 2 is Oakland, so you could be looking at Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, or Tyrell Williams if you want to, be switching it up. Those are the 3 options. Tampa Bay's number 3, but they are on bye. Number 4 team to target is Philly. Philly's defense has just not looked as good as normal. So they're facing Minnesota. They're facing Minnesota. So I'm looking at Adam Thielen, Diggs, and then Aldrick Robinson in that order. Those are the ones I like in that order. Number 5 is Pittsburgh, Julio, Ridley, and Sanu. I kind of like all of them this week. I think Sanu is going to be very underowned. I think it's going to be a very sneaky GPP option. Number 6 is the Chargers. So you want to be looking at Oakland. You could be looking at Amari Cooper, Jordy Nelson, or Martavius Bryant. You never know what's going to happen. Cooper's really pooped the bed, doesn't do much, but neither does the other 2. Number 7 is Atlanta. So you want to be targeting Pittsburgh here. So I would stack Big Ben with Brown or Smith Juju. You could do all 3 if you want, if you're into stacking. Number 8 is Cincinnati. So you'll be looking at Miami, wide receivers, Kenny Stills, Albert Wilson, or Danny Amendola. Number 9 is Minnesota. So you'd be looking at Phillies here. Alshon Jeffrey came really strong last week. I think he probably brings it again. If he's going to be double teamed, it'll be Nelson Aguilar or Jordan Matthews. Number 10 is Tennessee. So you'll be looking at Carolina or Buffalo, Kelvin Benjamin, and Zay Jones. Neither of those intrigue me at all to even throw them in a GPP, though. Number 11 is Cleveland. You'll be looking at Baltimore here. So Michael Crabtree, John Brown, or Willie Snead. Snead's really done nothing. I think the sneaky one might be John Brown. Number 12 is Houston. So they are facing the Cowboys, and the Cowboys are an absolute mess in wide receiver. Tavon Austin, Allen Hurns, or Michael Gallup. I mean, there's not much going on in this backfield, or they're pretty much all wide receiver 4s at best for Cowboys, and that's just not good. Number 13 is Chicago, and they are on a bye. So number 14 is the Jets. So you want to be looking at Denver, Emmanuel Sanders, and then Demaryius Thompson. I absolutely love Emmanuel Sanders this year. And then number 15 is KC. You're looking at Jacksonville, wide receivers, D.D. Westbrook or Keelan Cole. So any questions there? What do you think about Vanette for Seattle? I don't mind him. Marvin Jones or Sanu. Jones, Cash, Sanu, GPP. And then finally, looking at the tight ends, Tampa Bay's given up a ton of points to tight ends. They are on bye, so don't worry about that. Number 2 is Pittsburgh, so you'd be looking at Austin Hooper. Number 3 is Denver, so you could be looking at Jordan Leggett or Leggett. I'm not sure how you say his name. Number 4 is KC. You'd be looking at Austin Seferian-Jenkins, but he is questionable. I think he'll play. He should be good, but he is questionable here. Number 5 is Cincinnati, so you could be looking at Mike Gesicki if he plays. Number 6 is San Francisco, so you could be looking at Ricky Seals-Jones. Number 7 is Carolina, so you could be looking at Rhett Ellison against them. Number 8 is Houston, so you'd be looking at Rico Gathers. These don't jump out. I would say still probably pay up at tight end because none of these are attractive looking when you're building a lineup. Number 9 is Buffalo, so you want to be looking at Jonnu Smith, if anything. Number 10, you want to target against Cleveland, which this week will be Max Williams. Number 11 against Carolina, Nick Vanette. Number 12 against Green Bay, Luke Wilson. Number 13 against Minnesota, Zach Ertz. I still like Zach Ertz at the top. These are just by the numbers. Number 14 is Detroit, so I'd be looking at Jimmy Graham. He is questionable, but I'm pretty sure he's going to play. And then number 15 is Atlanta. You'll be looking at Jesse James or Vance McDonald. Both are pretty much on even level playing fields here. If it was you, would you take Cole or Westbrook? I would take Westbrook. Legit? No, I don't think he's a good cash option. I think there's only a couple good cash options for tight end. Ertz, Jimmy Graham, Rhett Ellison. Other than that, everything else is pretty much GPP. That's tight end's a kind of an iffy situation there. So that's the video, guys. Those are the positions. Those are the teams that give up the X amount of points to these positions. You can rewind this video. Nick, I haven't even looked at FanDuel DraftKings salary yet. That's all going to be either tomorrow or Sunday when we go live. This is just a video for this. I have not looked at any of the positions. I haven't looked at the pricing yet. So that will come into play when we go live Sunday at 9 a.m. or I might even make it Saturday at 9 a.m. instead, since I'm not going to go baseball. But I would just probably go ahead and just bet on it being Sunday normal time for NFL Live. So I'm going to be doing this video. This one's out. This video is out. Probably be doing one more video in the rankings of which we like. So it'll be each position, the rankings. So that probably will go out tomorrow. So watch all of our videos and then come with questions on Sunday, because Sunday's where we're going to do the weather. Sunday's where we're going to do any news and notes, late scratches, who's in, who's out, help you build your lineup, sit them, start them, and other options as well. So I want to thank people for checking us out live. Don't forget, if you guys ever want to donate, you obviously can. When we're live, down at the bottom of the chat, you can always hit that little money sign, and you can send a super chat from $1 to $5 donation. Any little bit helps. It's really awesome. We have a lot of people do it, and it's really awesome when they do it. Or you can email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com, and I can give you my PayPal or Venmo account, and you guys can send a donation that way as well. So thank you so much for checking this video out. Be on the lookout. Go check out dailyrotohelp.com. Go check out all of our information, all of our free stuff. We're doing baseball and football. That reminds me, before we end, basketball is here in 2 weeks, guys. Basketball will be back. I don't know if anyone here watches or plays NBA DFS. It's a lot. I think it's probably more fun than baseball, just because it's a little bit more predictable. You kind of know what you're going to get. So, and I put this out in the other video, but if anybody at all is interested, you play NBA DFS or you haven't, here I'm going to give you, you're going to be well, it's technically the second video of it, but you can go to dailyrotohelp.com/plans. You can scroll down to the second row. You see NBA season pass for $2.99 for the season. The first 50 people that use promo code NBA year, I'll put it in the chat. NBA year. So you click dailyrotohelp.com/plans, click on NBA season, click the purchase button. Then at the bottom where it asks for the promo code, if you put in NBA year, the first 50 people that do that, you're going to get it for $200 off. You're going to get it for $99. It's first 50 people, first come, first serve. I'm going to email blast it out to 800 people tomorrow. It's going to be in every video. I'm going to put a banner up and put in our article. $2.99 is the regular price. First 50 people that sign up using the promo code NBA year, all capitals, all capital letters, all one word, you're going to get it for $99. You're going to get $200 off. So NBA is starting up soon. We're going to be really excited about it. NBA is probably one of our best sports. Probably going to be our first best sport because you can predict it a little bit more. I haven't looked at the rules of what has changed from FanDuel or DraftKings. I know a couple years ago, if you got like 160, 170, or like 200, if you ever hit over 200, you were winning a GPP. Then they changed the scoring up a lot. So it takes like 400 to take down a GPP now. So I haven't looked to see what new rules they put in, but once we figure that out, we'll adjust. So just like normal, we're going to have articles every day. We're going to have a video every day. We're going to have cheat sheet every day, and we're going to have the optimal lineups, FanDuel, DraftKings, GPP, and cash lineups as well. So any questions about that, hit me up on email, support@dailyrotohelp.com. That's all I've got for this video, guys. We will have other videos. Also, be a subscriber to our YouTube page, youtube.com/dailyrotohelp. Hit the bell notification. That'll help you guys when we go live. It'll know exactly when it is. So, guys, don't forget twitch.tv/dailyrotohelp. Once I hit 50 followers, I will have that giveaway. You guys, one lucky person will be able to choose between NBA season pass or NFL season pass, or technically 2019 MLB season pass. You'll just have to wait till MLB. So that's all I've got, guys. Good luck today. Let me know. We've got hopefully you guys are playing some MLB baseball, It's a crapshoot out there, but hopefully you're having fun. So that's it, guys. Good luck. And as always, bring on that bacon, guys. Peace. Have fun.